In this video, I'll explain how to pick the best medical malpractice lawyer for your case. For more than a decade, I have handled numerous medical malpractice lawsuits successfully for clients who were unhappy with their first lawyer. As a result, I've learned the key steps that clients need to take to make sure that they pick the best medical malpractice lawyer for their case. In this video, I'll show you a 3-step process or checklist to help you make sure that you pick the best medical malpractice lawyer for your case. At the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a question that you can ask your potential medical malpractice lawyer that will tell you definitely if they're the real deal or somebody pretending to know what they're talking about. Step 1 for picking the best medical malpractice lawyer for your case is to do your online research. We all know that Google is really smart, and the algorithms that they have come up with over time really leads to the best results for your search, including who is the best medical malpractice lawyer in my area. I would recommend to you that the first thing you do if you believe you have a medical malpractice case is to go on Google and type into the search bar, best medical malpractice lawyer in my area. For instance, if you're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I practice, type in best medical malpractice lawyer in Pittsburgh and see what the results on Google show you. After Google has provided you its list of the top medical malpractice law firms in your area, take the name of each of those firms and type it into Google. This will bring up on the side of the first Google page the reviews for that law firm. Make sure that you check out the reviews from past clients about the law firm. This is a great way to get insight about how past clients felt about their experience. Were they even happy enough with their representation to write a Google review in the first place? It's important to look at the number of reviews for the particular firm because that's going to tell you that they have had that many satisfied clients that wanted to take the time after the fact to write a review to tell other people how great their experience was. After you've looked at the reviews of a given law firm, go to their website and make sure that they have a lot of content about medical malpractice. Make sure on their website that what they're focused, that they advertise on their website, is medical malpractice. After you've selected the top 3, 4, or 5 medical malpractice firms that Google recommended, you looked at the reviews, felt confident in maybe the top 3, and you've checked out those 3 law firms' websites to make sure that they really do focus in medical malpractice, it's always a great idea to then take the names of those law firms or the lawyers of those law firms and ask family, friends, lawyer friends, what they know about those particular law firms. Does anybody that you know closely have a first-hand experience that can give you insight whether it would be a good fit for you? Step number 2, contact the top firm that you believe is going to be the best fit for you after all of your initial online research. When you talk with them, ask the firm when you call them or when you email them, will they evaluate your case for free? If a law firm tells you that they need money up front in order to even look at your case, head for the hills, because all of the top medical malpractice law firms in the country and certainly in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania would never charge you for an initial evaluation to see if you even have a case to begin with. When you contact a firm, if the first firm or even the second firm comes back after their investigation and tells you that they don't believe that they can help you with the case, don't give up. Many successful medical malpractice cases came as a result of patients going to the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th law firm to see if they saw the case differently. And oftentimes, one firm will see a case differently than another. And there are many reasons for this. One is your particular medical injury or your disease or your condition may be a condition that that firm really isn't all that familiar with. However, there may be another top firm in town that has handled those types of cases and is very familiar with it and can see your case from a different angle. Another reason that a law firm might tell you that they can't handle the case is because they may have a conflict with one of the doctors. Maybe they're friends with them. Maybe that doctor does expert work for their firm and they can't represent you. But that doesn't mean that another firm wouldn't have the conflict and would be able to handle your case. A third reason that a law firm may tell you that they can't handle your case but you should go and talk to other firms is because they might just be too busy. It might just be a bad time for them. They might be overwhelmed with trials. They might already have too many other cases that they're working on. You owe it to yourself when something very bad has happened in a medical context to exhaust all the possibilities of firms that might be able to help you. Get a second, get a third, get a fourth opinion if necessary to make absolutely sure that you didn't forego an otherwise valid medical malpractice lawsuit. Step 3 of the checklist to make sure that you find the best medical malpractice lawyer for your case is to go and meet with the lawyers after they have indicated to you that they believe you have a case. If one of the top firms on your list of potential medical malpractice law firms calls you or contacts you and tells you they believe you have a case, the process is not over yet. The most important thing to do at that point is to meet with the lawyers face to face, to find out which of the lawyers from that firm is the person or persons that would actually be representing you in your medical malpractice lawsuit. This is incredibly important because medical malpractice lawsuits are very stressful. They are very difficult. And if you have a bad relationship with your lawyer, you don't trust them, you don't like them, you never really connected from the beginning, it's going to make your medical malpractice lawsuit that much more difficult. This is why it is so important to meet face to face with the lawyers that are going to handle your case before you sign up with anybody. You want to be confident that they're answering your questions. You want to believe that they're telling you the truth. You want to have a true feeling that these people are going to be working as hard as they can for you, that they know what they're doing, and that they're going to be committed to seeing the best outcome for your case. If when you meet with a medical malpractice lawyer, you don't have a good feeling, do not sign up with them. That lawyer may be perfect for another client, but for you, it's probably best if you go and get a second or third interview with a different law firm to make sure that you have the right fit with those people. After all is said and done, if you've gone through the 3 separate steps necessary to picking the best medical malpractice lawyer for your case, you've done your online research, you've reached out to the law firm and done a free evaluation to find out if you have a case, and third, you've met with the lawyers and connected with them face to face, the final thing that I recommend that you do when it specifically comes to medical malpractice in Pennsylvania is ask the lawyers, tell me about M-Care insurance coverage. M-Care is a law that was put into place in Pennsylvania in the mid-2000s that is specific to medical malpractice lawsuits. And what it provides as it relates to insurance is that the doctors in Pennsylvania have a primary or a first level of insurance for medical malpractice claims of $500,000. Above that, the state, through the M-Care fund, provides the doctors another $500,000 on top of that. That little nuance in insurance is specific to Pennsylvania medical malpractice cases, and only lawyers who have handled significant and numerous medical malpractice lawsuits in Pennsylvania know about that M-Care insurance issue. If you ask the lawyer at the end of everything, tell me about M-Care insurance coverage for my case, and they don't provide you an explanation that tells you that the doctors have a primary of $500,000 and then the state provides $500 on top of that through the M-Care fund, then they probably don't know what they're talking about, and they probably have not handled many or any medical malpractice lawsuits, and you should seriously consider going and talking to another firm instead. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please check out our website at myersmedmal.com.